this video, we're going to talk about the operations that we can perform on our complex numbers. Specifically, we're going to focus on just addition and subtraction of complex numbers. So in this first example right here, 1a, I want to add the complex number here in this parentheses with the next complex number over here in this second set of parentheses. And when I do that, I really am to add or subtract complex numbers. I'm really going to focus on just collecting like terms. Like terms being, I'm going to add the real components together, and I'm going to add the imaginary components together. When I do that, I find out that I've got what? -2 plus 4 is a positive 2. And the imaginary parts, which is a 6i minus I, is just positive 5i. So that's really all I'm doing when I add and subtract complex numbers. I am just combining the like terms of the real portions and the imaginary portions. Or I'm performing the operation, in other words, on each component, real versus imaginary. Now let's talk about doing the same type thing here, only we have a subtraction problem. Remember that if we have subtraction, where I'm subtracting something in a side of parentheses right here, in order to remove those parentheses, we have to do what? We have to distribute the negative sign into each of the terms in the parentheses before we can remove them. And in this case, since we have complex, we have our imaginary and real portions inside that we would multiply by a -1. So what we're going to do is we're just going to rewrite our number 7 here. And I have a -1 times a -9, which is a positive 9. -1 times a positive 2i is minus 2i. Here I have plus 17 and plus I. Now that I've removed the parentheses, we're just simply going to go in and we're going to collect the real portions and together and add them up or subtract, whatever we're doing. So I have 7 plus a 9 plus a 17, and I find out that that gives me 33. And then we have the imaginary portions, which is a minus 2i plus I, so I have minus I. And that's all we're really doing when we add and subtract our complex numbers.